Hey guys, it's Bitter Beauty, Tiffany. I just wanted to make a quick video about my recent reptile find, the frog I found in my backyard. I looked it up. It is actually a pickerel frog. A pickerel frog. And I'll write that over here because I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. So pickerel frog, and they're very common in North Carolina, which is where I'm from. And they actually, I was reading about it, and they release this like chemical from their skin that kills like other frogs and amphibians, I guess, when they get stressed out. And so I didn't know that when I picked it up, but I didn't have any ill effects from it. But I don't think the one I found was very stressed out, because he was just sitting in my hand. It was actually kind of weird. Like, he was just sitting there. Like, yeah, whatever. And so I don't think he was stressed out. I don't think he would release those chemicals from his skin. But when I found the frog, okay, I thought of a funny story that I wanted to share with you guys. When I was little, we actually moved to this house when I was in like 2nd grade. I was like 7 or 8, and it has woods behind our house, so there's always like animals and stuff around. And the funny story, okay, side note, I was the only child. I was odd. Now that I think about it, I'm like, I was a weird kid, you know, like, have you ever thought about that? But I would like go outside with like breadcrumbs, and I'd like put it around the ant hills and like watch the ants like bring it back to the house, like, or back to their hill. And I was just like, I was like a weird kid. And then like, you know, like when worms like get on the sidewalk and they like bake to death in the sun, like I would always pick them up and I'd put them like in the grass. And my mom would be like, Tiffany, stop doing that, Tiffany, stop. And she's like, don't touch worms. And I'm just like, I don't want them to die, you know. But yeah, I was a weird kid. Anyway, back to my story. I digress. Yeah, okay, so one day I was outside playing, and because that was before the internet, before Facebook, okay, kill me. Anyways, I was outside playing. Like, kids never play outside anymore. Anyways, I was outside playing, and I found there was a snake. There was a little green, it was like really thin, like, I'm thinking it was a garden snake of some sort. I'm not sure. I didn't know at the time, but a garden snake. I found a garden snake in the backyard, and I was playing with it, and I was holding it, and you know how like your mom like watches you play from outside the kitchen window? So she was like, she like saw me, and I guess I had been playing with it for a while before I guess she noticed. And the next thing I know, like, she like busts the door up, and she's like, Tiffany, put that snake down right now, get in the house. And she was like freaking out. Like, I've never heard my mom yell like that before. And so I got scared, because you know when your mom gets scared, then you get scared. So I put the snake down, and like, she gave me the worst whooping I've ever had in my life. Like, when I think back of the worst whooping, that was the worst spanking I've ever had in my life. She was like, Tiffany, we do not play with snakes. And it was so bad. Like, and then when my dad got home, and he whooped me too. It was bad. Like, and like at the time, you know, like little kids, I didn't know any better. I was just like, oh, it's a snake, you know. I was just like, oh, cool, you know, and I was playing with it. And I don't know if that's like where my like love for reptiles started. It shouldn't have been, because I got a spanking. But I feel like I've always liked reptiles, and like I know it's weird for a girl or whatever. And my mom like hates the idea of it. She's just like, why do you like reptiles? But yeah, like I think that's where it started. Like most little girls were like, ew, it's a snake. Like I didn't have that. Like I didn't have that gene or something. If that makes any sense. But yeah, just like it started, and then like it brings it back to the whole thing. Like, Tiffany, girls that play with snakes and have sassy mouths do not get married. No one's gonna want to marry a girl that plays with snakes and has sassy mouth. And I'm just like, I think I'll manage, you know. Like, if I'm an old maid and I have like reptiles, I don't care. Like, I'll be okay. And like, I'm really not the Sally homemaker type. Like, I can't cook. I suck at laundry. Like it's just, I'm okay with that, you know. Like, it's just not me. And I don't know. I just feel like stupid stereotypes for the whole reptile girls like a reptile thing is just stupid. Like, I don't know. And then like yeah, I was just a weird kid, and that was just a funny story I thought about when I found that frog the other day. I was like, oh, I remember that time I got a spanking for playing with that snake. and I wanted to share it with you guys. So if you have any funny reptile related stories from your childhood or whatever, make a video response or video reply, or you can leave them in the comments. Send me a message if you want. I'd love to hear them. And yeah, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.